It is on to our main event and our Saturday doubleheader in your Philippines Football League action 2025-2026 season right here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium in Manila. We've got Aguilas, Umak, and Maharlika squaring off in match number 19. So glad you could join us as always. Alongside Chiara Fontanilla, this is Clara Manzano. We'll be bringing you the commentary for this one. We were talking about it, Chiara, the situations or implications, the battle of these two teams. And simple as this, they got to win this one, right?
Yep, pretty much. Keep it simple, keep it standard. Each team needs to win. Sure.
Aguilas, because of that, are actually playing catch-up in the standings because they did drop their first two games, which were tasks, we could say.
Yep.
It's the likes of Aya, of course, just to name some of them. While Maharlika on a roll as of late. Momentum for Maharlika, Aguilas out to recover. So let's get over to Aguilas Umak FC and talk about things, of course, with the way it's been going for them. A lot of players here to look out for, but what are your impressions so far with the way things are going for them?
For UMAC, so I think with the new players, I think they're a good implementation into the team. But I would say they need to build a little bit more chemistry with each other. I think they're very, individually, they're very talented, but they have trouble, as you could tell from, especially from the Once a Geek game, they're a little bit disconnected. And I think they just need to work on just the chemistry aspect of the game.
There you see, of course, the record of Aguilas and what's in store for them. And as we've mentioned, they played those tough matchups. There was Kaya and then afterwards Once a Gig. And maybe some momentum going now the way of this team after bagging a 5-0 victory over Philippine Army FC. We could say this is this will be their first acid test as they'll be facing this retooled Maharlika team. And here's this 4-2-3-1. It's interim Coach Frank Muescan who is handling things first because they don't have Coach Jörg Steinerbrunner, as we mentioned, right, due to sickness. We are aware. Any player to look out for here? So many.
Yeah, I think obviously you have the familiar name of Nano, coming from Once a Geek going into UMAC. So I think he's definitely a player to watch.
Let's remember the squad was retooled, as is the case here with them getting Nano Amita because, right, he was previously with Once a Gig. So, as expected, it's Nano Amita, the man who will be running things in the midfield. And we are going to take it, of course, to our pre-game interview with Aguilas Umak FC.
Maharlika, because they came from a 2-win break. And then, but we don't fear them. Okay, we already did our scouting, we already did everything, we prepared well. It's up to us how we can impose this game, but it's a matter of organization that will make an edge of this match. So we already did everything in terms of organization, especially out of possession. So we wish good luck to each and everyone, to the team, to the staff, and to the players itself.
There you go, Coach Frank Muescan again, who's interim coach for Aguilas Umak FC. We're going to head over to Maharlika in a bit also. And again, as we've said, we can't wait to get this one started because Aguilas trying to take some momentum, still in that recovery process, you could say. But let's get over with Maharlika. That battle in the midfield. Hence, if we had Nano for Aguilas, we've got Jorel Aristorenas to lead the way, as we know, for Maharlika.
I think last guy Aristorenas started or came on as a sub, and he had an immediate impact, and I was very impressed. So I think that it's definitely going to be a battle in the midfield with Nano and him. And it's going to be very interesting because, we said beforehand, these two teams need to win. So it's definitely going to be a bit of a battle, and I'm really excited because I like the drama.
Filipino midfielders, Jorel Aristorenas and Nano Amita, right? Of course, players to look out for. And as we see, there is that blop where Maharlika fell to Manila Digger 3-2. 3-2 against Manila Digger?
Great too.
I think there's positives there. They scored in a loss.
I mean, I watched that game from home, and I don't think I left my sofa watching it, so it was a definite battle between those two teams. Because even like last season, they were always very close, especially at the very end, where I think Maharlika beat Digger, right? 1-0.
Maharlika did beat Digger last season,
Yeah.
as we've said. That was a pretty intense game. Of course, Maharlika did derail Manila Diggers' hopes of making it to the title. It's a 4-3-3 here for Coach Moon Hong. And how do you see this going? It's a 4-3-3 for Maharlika.
I think that it's going to be definitely very attacking. They're very disciplined in the
After
middle.
the early game, we
Pretty
prepared and
disciplined
trained
in the defense as well. So it's definitely, especially with the implementation of all the Korean players, I think they're very technical now, like for sure. I think it's going to be a fun game to watch.
So there's a Korean influence to it, Maharlika, as we know, not just their coach, but also players. So another player also who we could look out for here is Eric Giganto, who was formerly
Eric Giggs.
a Digger.
Yeah.
Come to think of it. And as we know, he was a massive addition to this team. After all, he is one of the top playmakers last edition of this tournament. Actually bagged 6 assists.
Yeah, so I think he's definitely gonna be an interesting player to watch as well. I think he's always having a smile on his face, like you see on the screen. He's always having a positive attitude, so I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. Hopefully, no fights, quote unquote. So we'll see.
Let's see, of course, how it is going to go at the end of the day. And we are going to take it to our interview with Maharlika FC.
After the early game, we prepared and trained really well. We had a really good week. And coming up to this game, Aguilas, I know they won against Filipino 5-0, but I think we're here to win today, and I think we will win.
Coach Moon Hong there again with our pre-game interview. It's great to get these insights from our coaches right before kickoff or warm-ups, we could say.
I like that addition.
Yeah, we get to somewhat preview this game further, get some extra bits here and there, right?
Hopefully we can implement that into the women's league too.
Let's see, of course. Exciting times, as always, for Philippine football. We are just nearing things, of course. Players will eventually take it to the pitch. Here is that crew of Aguilas Umak FC.
All familiar faces.
Jap Mangolan, Iko Mangawang, as we know.
You got the new additions as well.
There you go. We do hear the PFL anthem. Teams are going to take it to the pitch now. We've got Aguilas, Umak FC, and Maharlika. It's your 2025-2026 Philippines Football League action right here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium. Our main event in this Saturday doubleheader. minutes away from kicking off this match here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium. And here we have our match officials for this evening. And our referee, of course, is Samuel Mendoza. Ang mga assistant niya ay sila Relly Balila at Brian Buergo. Si Chris Mark Nanyola ay ang ating fourth official. Si Ariel Montana ay ang referee assessor. And si Miss Cristina Ramos ay ang ating match commissioner. Interesting conditions here at the city of Manila. And don't you forget, of course, use the hashtag WeArePFL for any posts on social media. And also give us a follow on the likes of TikTok _WeArePFL _. Here's another look, Kiara, at this Aguilas starting lineup, right? Lining up with the 4-2-3-1.
I think they're gonna try to hold in the midfield because I think in their games against Taguig and Kaya, their midfield was a bit kind of lackluster. So I hope that this new formation is gonna kind of ramp it up a bit and hopefully, you know, get some more goals.
And we get over another possession-oriented formation of 4-3-3 for Coach Moon Hong. And as you've said, Dini Wataro facing his former team.
Oh yeah, and unfortunately, like as harsh as it is, he's going against his replacement. So we'll see how it goes.
It's also the mind game, right? Stories here, of
Yeah.
course, here and there, just spicing things up. The subs, of course, pictured. And we are going to have a moment of silence, of course. There you go. We had a moment of silence for the earthquake in Cebu and the typhoon victims in Masbate. Great solidarity, of course, as always, for the Philippine football community. After all, Cebu FC did play also earlier, and the club is raising money
Yep.
through the sales of merchandise for
Yep.
victims of the
You
earthquake.
saw, if you were here during that game, you definitely saw like all the jerseys that they were doing. I bought one myself, so to help support that. And for me, it's like I have friends on that team, have friends on the staff more so. So I just wanted to, you know, help support that as well.
Great stuff, of course, as always. And Fahmi Ibrahim is going to kick off this game, playing up front. Not his usual wing position. Let's see how this will go. And as is the ebb and flow of the game and what's been the new thing to do, Kiara, Maharlika conceded a throw-in for Aguilas deep.
I feel like that's like the new thing to go long the kickoff. You know, it's a new thing.
The header here denied by Dini. And Malik Xavier, also known as Kaka, got that shot up. As you were saying, yes, with the kickoff.
Yeah, I think it's like the new trend to go straight, just deep into the opponent's half.
And the team who gave up possession will try to press, right, while the opposing team is going to give up a throw-in. We're not surprised by it anymore, and we will say, and I will say, the 2023 Copa, we were all scratching our heads when Maharlika actually did it.
Hey, this league is full of surprises, so can never.
Aguilas Umak in their white, Maharlika in blue and black. It's Aguilas trying to come up with something now in the midfield. Kaka hitting it wide. Chance inside the box, shot taken past Dini, but just shy. Almost, but not quite for Diego Aspiras. But what a start here from the Aguilas. Two promising shots already.
Yeah, go besties. No, definitely. You could see that Espita is very like determined to hit that goal. Like, cause unfortunately for him, he didn't start or play the first few games, and he got his first start with Umak against Army, and he did fantastic. He got man of the match. So I think he's gonna try to ride off him from that like game into now.
Momentum is something you cannot see, but it's definitely there, right? When you refer to coming off a good performance, a bad performance. It was stopped here by Menzi. That is Mike, let's remember.
Oh, yeah.
Off the boot here from Babukar. It'll be a throw-in, courtesy of Byung-suk. Let's remember, there are Kangs.
Yep.
Two of them.
Two of them.
They're not brothers, we're told. Dini slid this one over to Mike. But hey, with us being Filipinos, oftentimes...
We're related somehow.
Yes. If you see two people with the same last name, there's a chance they're actually siblings.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna, like, I got approached asking if I knew a Joe Fontanilla, who's like, I guess, a musician here. I have no idea who that is.
Somehow you guys are related. You will see.
Maybe.
Maharlika trying to build up from the back. McLeod gave it to Mike. Park. Hancock trying to secure. Desperately, or just knocked it back to Shiraoka. They give it back here. Some pressure from Fami Ibrahim. Hancock. We've seen him playing the holding midfield position also in this season.
Yeah, but I think his natural position is the center back. So they just slid him up a little higher than what he's used to.
And versatility, as we know, can help a lot. Nano couldn't get it. Something brewing here for the team in blue. Over to the left. Kim up against Charles Pickering. Hancock there to support, but just stopped here by Shiraoka.
Good hold. Very important when it comes to plays like that, and everything kind of, there's a bunch of bodies in the box. If you lose sight of the ball, you lose touch of the ball. It'd be detrimental.
I thought that was going to be a goal already, that shot being taken at point blank.
I kind of had to hold my breath.
Still with them now. Kim was cutting inside, hoping to split the defense. And Barley hit it to him. Park will send it back to his back line. He loved the confidence here from Maharlika. The looping ball. Pickering, the Filipino Kiwi. He did grow up here though. Both teams trying to feel one another out in this game. And again, as we mentioned, give us a follow on TikTok, _WeArePFL_. Also use the hashtag WeArePFL for any post in social media. Also do check out the Minsan Football Show. It's pretty much on Wednesdays whenever we have a game on the weekend. But with international break coming up, no Minsan Football Show. I'm sure you've been tuning into that one, of course.
Sometimes. I actually was just watching the most recent one with Sir Paul, Boss Man. So I was watching it with like a few friends of mine, so it was really interesting to like hear his input on what's happening in the league. And I think what is happening in the league is pretty good. I like how like I like how there's 3 rounds, more football, you know. So and it's exciting.
This might be one of the longest PFL seasons, come to think of it. You mentioning that, it's because the 3rd round again.
Yeah.
The championship round, the classification round. The stakes are much higher there for the teams who make it to the top 6. Also, for sure, with the bottom 5 because they don't want to finish last. So
yeah, of course.
Some extra motivation.
Yeah, of course.
That's the name of the game again. After 2 rounds, make it to the top 6.
Should be everyone's goal.
There you go. And then again, if you are in the consolation round, you have the chance to move up the standings. And Amita is not happy with that, calling for a card. Quite a challenge from Young Suk. We did see, of course, the physicality from Maharlika over the course of the season. Gave a push right after Nano gave that ball up.
Man, Nano has very good control over his anger because...
Here's this ball into the box. And it was covered by Park. Dini Watara again, one of the top goalkeepers last season. Yes, June Badelik won the Golden Glove Award, but Dini right behind had 6 clean sheets.
Definitely, there's always been a battle for top keeper in the PFL league. So I think, yeah, it was Dini, June, obviously getting the Golden Glove. Quincy was up there too when he was here. So like, I think it's definitely, you know, battle. It's always gonna be a battle for us.
So there's always that quality when it comes to goalkeepers right here, whether you refer to the Philippine national team or even the PFL as a whole. As Dini had to get this one at his near post, Cart appeared to find an angle somehow. But we have a whistle here, Kiara.
Yeah, it looks like on that shot, Dini stepped out.
Ruben Thiran here, the Malaysian, getting into it with Dini Watara. Sorry, as you were saying.
Yeah, no, like I said, he had the ball in his hand and he stepped out. I think that's what the call is.
And it is
full kick for
a corner. Let's see, there's a bit of the confusion. I'd like to think the Aguilas were stretching their luck. Here's a look. After all, Cart did get this shot up. And this is the debate. Is it inside or outside? At the end, they did say Maharlika ball.
yeah.
But now it's the Aguilas who will pile up the pressure. Two-man game, you could say, between Kim and Young Suk. Mike. Mike has also had quite a season so far for this squad. Off of Brian Palpalatok. And a collision here. How does Nana, who was the player who committed the foul?
Against the person that committed the foul against him.
Coach Moon Hong, as we know, can get quite outspoken also.
Oh, yes. But it just shows his heart for his team and the fight that he's willing to put upon for his team.
And as a coach, right, he's looking out for his players. That's what every coach does. Coach Rank does, as the case too, looks out for his boys.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Just 10 minutes in, it's been that stop and go here. Both teams are able to derail one another from just executing their respective game plans.
I think, like I said, it's going to be a battle of the wits, in all honesty, because you have a coach like Coach Moon, Coach Frank, which is, funny enough, it's also my dad's name, so it's kind of weird saying Coach Frank. But I think it's going to be a battle of the wits, like who studied each team more, like what are the, you know, like what are the characteristics that these players have, or what are the little details that they do in their game.
So who did better at their homework?
Yeah, pretty much.
You enjoy doing your homework, I'd like to think, when you were studying, or you were still studying.
Still studying, and yes, I do. I know that makes me sound a little like nerdy, but no, I enjoy learning. So.
I didn't like my homework.
Of course you didn't. I can tell.
I did it.
Oh, you did?
I did it, but I didn't like it. I enjoy doing homework for games, all right?
There you go. Doing homework for games is always fun.
And papano, I still do my homework, of course. To all the kids out there, make sure, of course.
Do your homework.
There you go. Thanks, Kiara. Dini Barley whipped this one in. Oh, Maharlika, not in the same page. That's why it was picked up by Kaka.
I think it actually took a hit from the referee. That's why they all stopped.
Because once upon a time, but first it was gifted away. Fami couldn't get it. Definitely overplayed. But once upon a time, if the ball would come off the referee, they'd let play carry on. Because they said it's part of the field of play. But the new rules
is if it hits them, right?
It's going to be a drop ball.
There was no drop ball.
Not in this instance, but we're sure, of course, the referee Samuel Mendoza aware of what's going on, the different scenarios here and there, and applying it. The Philippine football community taking in the action. Charles Pickering did play for Stallion Laguna last season. He did show us he's capable of playing a wing back also.
I think I've seen him in like 3 different positions.
He played center back in that opener of Aguilas.
That was interesting. I was like, what?
That's the first time I saw him play there. Kulang na lang goalkeeper.
Hey,
Pickering. He's out to get your job, Kiara.
maybe.
They wanted to dummy it here to Ruben Tiran. It's great we get to see fellow ASEAN players from the different countries come into the PFL. It was flicked, I think, from Hancock, but not enough to hit it to the side. Nonetheless, he is delaying Fahmi Ibrahim. He waits for numbers, and his cross was blocked. Oh, we have a player down for Maharlika over at the half line. Earlier today, a statement win for Cebu FC, tagging a 6-0 victory over DB Garelli United.
Yeah, that game was, it was, at first, it was pretty even. But once they started, like once Cebu got on their strong foot, then it kind of was like a waterfall effect. Like it just kept coming.
And Cebu, thanks to that win, now in 3rd place in the standings. Let's get this. Maharlika also with 6 points, but currently sit in 5th place because of goal difference. Things will get very spicy though. Aguilas get the win because there will be a 4-way tie for 3rd place.
Isn't it always exciting though? Just like last season, like there's goal differential until the very last day.
I mean, goal difference is something you get to feel as an advantage
Yeah.
at the end of the season, right?
For sure, for sure.
Because after all, yes, Kai won the title by a point, which was massively close, and then Manila Digger
Right.
had a dangerously high goal difference.
Goal differential literally makes a difference.
It can also be that barometer, of course, or assessment for a team's offense, a team's defense, maybe even consistency. You always want to stay in the positive there, of course, as we have a whistle. I believe our referee is going to give some warnings out already. There you go. It is assessed to Cart Talarok. Cart is one of the few holdovers in this Aguilas Umak squad, along with his brother Richard.
Yeah, like I said, Umak has a lot of new faces that we didn't see from last year. So obviously faces like Dino Otara leaving Umak to come to Maharlika was one of the losses that they had. And now it's just like it's practically a brand new team.
Exactly. That's why there's a bit of that curveball. Where do you put them in your preseason predictions? Because hey, it's an overhauled squad. We didn't get to see them play yet. A lot of question marks. And some of us were also thinking they could have used that to their advantage in the first games of the season by being unscouted. I'd like to think that is a massive curveball that could go your way.
Yeah, and they also like barely just announced their new signees like right before the season started. So I think that's also like a good like marketing move when it comes like, okay, if you don't want to share our new players because we don't want you guys to scout them yet. You gotta wait until see what happens.
But interesting though, right? A tough start for Aguilas as they fell to some early favorites with Kaya and Wantagig.
Yeah, even with them versus Kaya, they held their own.
Chance here on the counter. Kaka shooting. And off of Menzi. Aspiras hit it to the left. They cross as expected. Menzi, the defensive header again. It goes to his college teammate though, Nano Amita. Hancock cleaning up at the back. Nano stabilizing the ship. Hit it to the left. Cart dropping down because Palpalatok did go up. Amita. Over to the right. Ruben Tiran. Oh, this has got to hurt though after a promising spell. Obviously, Kara, you are a goalkeeper. But that must be deflating for you and the squad. Hey, there's some great build-up and then you get offside.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because it's like most of the 75% of the time we're not in the play at all. So you hope for the play to build up and obviously get a goal in, because as keepers we're involved in the game only for so much.
Playoff-like intensity in this game, I will say. And a yellow card is issued here. We need to check, of course, who was given the yellow. I believe it was Cartalarok. So to be resumed here by Maharlika at the back. About 17 minutes or so into this game already. Aguilas in all white. Maharlika in blue and black. Do you see the advantage going either way?
I mean, right now it's really even. It's kind of hard to decipher like who might have like the advantage. Yeah, it's like watching ping pong, going back and forth, back and forth.
That could lead to some nail-biting football matches, as we know. Even with the opposite, where we have the chess game, there's one team trying to suffocate the other from possession, dictating the game.
I would say that was kind of like the story of the Cebu and Garelli game, where Cebu kind of was passing around Garelli and waited until they kind of showed a relapse of concentration, and then that's when they struck.
Cebu, as we know, made him pay a hefty price. But this ball to Fami was denied. A bit of chaos outside the goalkeeper box. And it was poked away by Hiruta. And we will say, or I've noticed also with the way that the Aguilas have recruited, they got established names in the PFL here and there, who racked up experience, obviously, from different teams. And when they're foreigners, they also did get a number of Japanese players. I think that's the common factor.
Definitely, for sure. And like even with the implementation of these foreign players, like everything is good. Like I mentioned in the pregame, that they just need that chemistry. The more they play together, the better it'll be.
It has been an absolutely chaotic game. So earlier, I felt that Cart got a yellow. I think it was someone else. It may have been his teammate Brian Palpalatok on the left wing.
I thought it was
This
Nano.
has to be the first.
Yeah, no, I think Nano's the one that got the yellow card.
Earlier, right?
Yeah.
The left wing for Aguilas.
It's already drama. I love it.
And just wait when we have to use quad vision.
I know.
Everybody loves that here at the Philippines Football League.
I love the implementation of the quad vision.
A handful of yellows already. We are only the 20th minute or so. It got shaky at the back with Dini having to handle the ball. But that shows his confidence in himself. The confidence from his backline also, giving him that trust.
Oh yeah. We always love when keepers can use their feet. You know, they can be that additional player into an attack or into a defensive play.
And again, Aguilas coming off a 5-0 W over Army, and Adamu Ibrahim did lead the way for them with a hat-trick. We have seen a number of hat-tricks from several players this season already. And with Maharlika, a grinded-out 1-0 win over DB Garelli. The shot from distance was blocked. It was secured by Eric Giganto, knocked it back. Aristorenas. Ibrahim was shoved from behind. The referee took no interest there. It is going to be a throw-in. But the thing here, though, I will point out with Maharlika is they've seen difficult wins. They've seen those tough losses too, where they still get to play well. Kim crosses it. Casually handled by Hancock with the first touch. And the collision here, we've been seeing a handful of collisions every 2-3 minutes or so, Kiara.
Yeah, but you know me being a bit honest. Some of them,
Speak your mind.
some of them are a little divey for me.
Ooh, you heard it there.
Because come on, he's up already.
Here's the replay.
Drama. It's okay, they can hate me later. It's fine,
Your list of haters growing, eh?
I guess. Are you on it?
I leave that up to you. Hancock wanted to thread the needle to the midfield. It's Malik Xavier again, whom we refer to as Kaka. That's his nickname, we were told. It seemed like there was chaos or confusion from the Aguilas.
It looked more like confusion, like where Charles should be going. Like you saw Diego Espira slide out into the back line just to get a...
And then their left back, Palpolato, is on the right also. Throw it taken quickly from Fami. Kim. You love this technical ability from the Korean players.
That's one thing I noticed about this new Maharlika team is that they're a lot more technical than they were last season. It's nice to watch.
And also with these foreigners coming in, as we say, they raise the game of the league, of all the players competing, especially the local Filipino players.
Yeah, because like obviously when you're surrounded by talent, your own talent's gonna grow. You know, because you're gonna push yourself to be like the new talent.
Oh, so it's you don't shy away from a challenge because this person's better than you.
No,
You're going to do what you can.
Yeah, because
stay in pace with them.
Because like yes, you're teammates, but like let's say for example, if they're in your position, you got to battle for your position.
To be the best, you have to play against the best, as we know. They step on the brakes here. Couldn't get it forward. It was stopped by Eric Giganto. They're recollected once more. Aguilas favoring the left at this time. There's some energy being put in there. And Babukar, I would like to think, has that license to move forward as that center back. He was getting involved in the left wing. Coach Moon Hong pictured trying to make some adjustments on the fly with his team. About 25 minutes in already. A big thank you for joining us on the Facebook and YouTube pages of the Philippines Football League. And it is going to be a drop ball here. Kiara, the ball running into our referee. It does happen, as we know, right?
Because now it happened. It hit him a little bit earlier. It didn't happen. Now it did.
We did call a game, right? We had referee John Magbasinan with a deep squat to avoid the ball as he was close to it. Menzi poked away, delaying that build-up from Maharlika.
I remember when I first came across Michael Menzi, I thought he was Audie because I didn't know that Audie had a brother. I was like, wait.
Here's a looping ball. Clark trying to secure. A bit of the push here from Park. And with fouls being given up here and there, not just fouls here, but shoves here and there.
Yeah, drama.
We are being primed for a dramatic finish.
And I thought women were dramatic. Dude.
You know who got right? Yeah, I see you bringing that out here.
Drama queens. Not even drama kings, drama queens.
Well, yes, we are primed up for a finish here at the rate that this is going. There's tensions building up between the players here and there, the different matchups, the different zones. So this is a free kick. Close to the corner kick spot of sorts. There's a two-man wall as they are hoping to provide some extra cover. And you see this here. There's an Aguila who is blocking the way of Dini, and in turn, Dini as a player, a teammate protecting him in Dini Parle. We'll talk about it later on. Cart under pressure from Jorel. The fall. It's play on. Both teams in a bit of disarray because that was a set piece.
Interesting.
But yeah, you have that attacking player trying to bother the keeper when there's corner kicks, free kicks, you name it.
I hate that. I don't like it. But it's things that we got to deal with in our position.
Now, have you ever conceded a goal from a scenario like that, or your teammates are always able to?
Like on free kicks? Oh no, plenty.
Situations like that, free kicks, corner kicks, where someone's annoying you,
Oh no.
standing in front of you.
When people stand in front of me, I'm not gonna tell my secret, but like, because I get, kind of a light foul there, but okay. So for me, it's like, when people touch me, I try to keep it in. But if it gets like too much, like if someone's just like poking you and poking you and poking you, or like tugging on your shirt, I've had my hair pulled. Like, and this is before my hair, I chopped off my hair. Like I had like hair up to my hips, and
That's long hair.
yeah, like really long hair. And I had like a really long braid, and a girl literally decided to yank it, and I almost lost my mind.
Was that with the national team or?
No, this was in college.
College game.
It was in college. I literally almost, and like for me, I don't start fights, but I almost did that day.
And because of that foul that was won by Fahmi Ibrahim, it is going to be this ball whipped in by Byung-suk. Seems like a bit of an early cross. Players outside of the goalkeeper area. And punched out by Shiraoka.
Good decision by Shiraoka just to punch out, not try to catch it, hopefully not to fumble the ball.
Secured by Eric Giganto and just cleared off by Nanon and company. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
You see here the technical prowess though of the Korean players. Brewing something for Maharlika.
Like I said, it's going to be like a battle of the wits. Who's going to do what better?
So I will clarify something. So Kenji Nishoka of Manila Digger, and we've got Teimoshi Shiraoka. And they were not high school teammates, but teammates for Edo All United in Japan. Right now a club in the second tier.
A2.
There you go.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised to learn that Kenji knew Tim. I was very surprised. And Kenji, spoke very highly of Tim, like how like a good person he is. Obviously, he's a really great goalkeeper, and like he's happy to have like another friend here because it's kind of like a common theme that all the Japanese know each other in some sort of way. Of course.
To be precise, that's the second tier in the Kanto Soccer League. That's where Edo All United is now.
So I think that in Japan they have for the men's side. They have like J1, 2, 3, and I think 4? Question mark.
And then they have the different regions also. So Edo All United, the Kanto region.
When I think of the regions, I think of like the Pokemon regions.
Yeah, me too. I will say.
I like recently got back into Pokemon, so
it does help, I will say.
Yeah, no, Pokemon, especially in Japan, Pokemon's huge there. I was pleasantly surprised.
The manholes, right, with the Pokemon stuff.
Yeah, and now they're I think actually in the Kanto region they're making a Pokemon theme park. No.
Amazing.
I don't know if it's in Kanto or if it's in Osaka, but I want to go.
Anyway, it's in Japan.
It's in Japan. I'm gonna go one day. One day I will go.
Amita will facilitate as expected. Cart continuing to play on the right wing. Had to take some touches to secure. Charles Pickering. Amita had some space. Fahmi had to track down. But the cross was intercepted. Aristorenas getting the clearance. Eric Giganto trying to chase it down. And just like that, you did see that promising build-up or chance for Maharlika. Now it's Aguilas who will roll the dice.
You can see right now, it looks like they fell into a 5-4-1 for Maharlika just to be in that defensive shape.
As we know though, They are in the 4-3-3 while attacking. So essentially the wingers dropping down to give that width perhaps, or to make the midfield more compact. Now with Ruben Thiran. Will he cross or bring it in? Low cross. Cleared off by Park. And I've run out of words because we have seen a hefty number of collisions in this game. So Fam Ibrahim gets his warning.
I'm sorry, like I'm trying not to laugh. I just watched it happen and it looked very harsh.
We are sure, of course, players want to avoid getting into the books of referee Samuel Mendoza.
Of course.
There was that foul.
Drama queen.
And it's up to Nano Amita. He's going to drive this forward. Dini saw that this was out and about already. And the spell, or that spell, will end here for Aguilas in all white again. And tomorrow we have our triple header right here at the same venue, the Rizal Memorial Stadium. PFL action to keep you company. But here we did mention if Aguilas get the win, there will be a four-way tie for third. A hefty number of teams will be tied at 6 points each. If Maharlika do win, that will establish their footing here in the top 6. And Aguilas left playing catch-up.
Oh, what a move on that sideline.
Amita received that one from Palpalato. Knocked back to Pickering. A bit more central now. Hiruta. Back to Charles Pickering. Cartwheel cross. It's in a dangerous area. But you do not have to worry when it's with Dini Watara, as we know.
That was like his strong area. Dini's really good in the air.
He's also good at dancing, as we know.
Oh my gosh. Yes, his dance moves are very interesting.
So when you do see Dini Watara playing and his team scores, have a peek at his goalkeeper box. He may be showing off his dance moves. But it's been some time, right? Other players, of course, with that ability to dance. Solomon Okereke of One to Gig. He's brought the house down a number of times. Chance now. Kaka. Denied by McLeod. And Menzi cleaning up the garbage. Denying any second chances. And Kim just slowing it down confidently. And gave to Mike. We love the quick one touch that we saw earlier for Kim. Had to slow it down. McLeod. A promising center back pairing. Not promising, but solid here. McLeod and Menzi. Dini Barley playing the sixer, holding mid position. We've mainly seen him play fullback in his PFL career. The Fami drifted wide now. Has plenty of numbers to work with. One touch taken. Cleared off by Bubakar. Card versus Park. Getting clipped by Fami. Fami's on a warning already. This was played quickly here. Ruben Tiran. He's taking a bumsuk. Tried to be cheeky there, but Aristorenas read that well. And that's got to be a foul given up in frustration as we have 10 minutes remaining in the first half. Still even Steven here?
A bit, I would say. But kind of alarming just being up here and seeing the whole picture. I'm seeing hands on the knees already, hands on the hips, kind of tired.
Some players getting tired already, you think? We are nearing the halftime break, so are you suspecting or sensing any subs
Yes.
coming out of the halftime break?
For sure. I just hope that like these subs, no, I don't even like to call them subs, I like to call them game changers.
Game changers.
Like with my coach. but I hope these individuals act like they do make a difference.
Fami from Jorel. Charles Pickering poked it away. Pickering and Fami did move to different teams now. They were together again last season, as we've said. Teammates with Stallion, but the flag is up for Fami Ibrahim. Here's a look at the replay. Flag raised by our assistant referee. Eight minutes and change remaining. I'd like to think whoever concedes, it's going to be a disaster for them. But
yeah, it's going
the team scoring.
Then it's like, all right. No, I think it's just, like I said, it's going to see whoever has the first relapse of concentration. That's who's going to get punished.
Make a mistake, you'll pay the price. Aspiras got the release. This one rolled out of play. Cart was saying it was a foul.
I think it is. He's pointing to the ground.
There you go. If it did not become a throw-in, no, or if our referee didn't call a foul here, it would have been a throw-in to Aguilas. But a big difference, obviously.
We'll see how they line up on this free kick.
They will place one man here. Ruben Thiran, the Malaysian, born in Selangor and has 9 caps for the Malaysian national team.
Twinsies. I have 9 caps for
You have 9 caps
myself.
too? I have no caps.
Night caps.
Whipped in off an Aguila, but out. Aspiras tried to go for it.
I like how you didn't hear what I said.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
And I was like, because you said I have caps, he has caps, and you're like, I have no caps, so I said night caps.
Whatever you say. The intention to play from the back. Secured by Kim. If that wasn't Kim, he wouldn't have secured that ball. But we're well aware of his technical ability. Aspiras drifted to the right, has Charles Pickering too. Lobbing it in. Dini had to hit it out. A bit of that friendly fire. Watara also down. But there's a counter now. Aristorenas driving traffic down the right. Nagmamadali. Shoots! Oof. Off target there. He was going for the back post.
Dini is still down as well. I didn't really see what happened.
He saw he took quite a fall though when he had to get that ball out of his area. But 6 minutes and change remaining right here. Maharlika's physios taking it to the pitch now to check on their goalkeeper. Here's a look at that one.
Just a collision. But those collisions are never fun.
And then the counter attack, of course, here. Take us through this one.
Honestly, I think Shiroka's positioning was good. Had caused him to make a decision. The defense on the transition was okay, but I think they just need to be a little bit more mindful of spacing. For sure. In my opinion.
Your opinion, of course, valid as we know, given that you're a player again in the women's league and with the national team, as we are aware. Dini Watara pictured, continuing to be checked on. Coach Frank and Coach Moon Hong, as we also got to see in some recent pictures, making adjustments as they prepare for the 5 minutes in change remaining in this first half. The look to utilize this stoppage, of course, to make some tactical adjustments and to rehydrate. And quite a humid evening here, I'd like to think, despite of the rains.
I'm happy it's not raining. It makes me sad. Especially when I have to be out there.
You're not a fan of playing in the rain, of course.
Not at all, but I moved to the one place it always rains at.
Because the ball is very slippery.
Slippery. If it hits me in the body, it hurts more. It's like there's a lot of cons. But what's different here in the Philippines is that when it rains, it's still hot. So I feel gross. In the States, when it rains, it's cold.
It's cold.
So for me, I was like, oh, that's great. Not here. I'm still sweating, and I honestly just felt like I swam.
I played back Nano. And you were saying that there was an option to the left, right, with your body language, Kiara. As this ball, Jago Spiros wanted to chase down and secured by Dini. 3 minutes remaining. What do you expect from our two teams, given they've just got to make adjustments here and there during that de facto cooling break for Dini?
I think Maharlika will stay as they are. I think Umak will make a change, maybe one.
But with the momentum, you think it's still even here? Both teams getting fair share of possession?
Yeah.
How about shots taken or opportunities created?
I feel like Umak has more, like on-target shots, but I think that Maharlika is, like, their creation to make those chances is better.
So quality for one side, quantity for one side. Quality for Maharlika, quantity for Aguilas. Shots 7-3 here. In connection to what you were saying.
Wow.
Do you expect more or less?
Less.
Hancock, the Australian. Kaka from Timor-Leste. That is his nickname, just so that people are aware. One of the promising players here for Timor-Leste. There are actually two players, of course, from that country here with Aguilas, and they're also members of their national team. And now that we're at it, the Philippines will face Timor-Leste on October 9 in Australia and October 14 at the New Clark City Athletic Stadium as part of the 2027 Asian Cup qualifiers. Ibrahim, 2-on-1. Now it's Nano who'll chase him down. Nano Amita pleading his case, but that foul against him sticks. A player down for the Aguilas. This happened off camera. We are aware that it has been a very physical game. That stop and go nature. We see throw-ins, fouls, free kicks in the middle or at the back.
And those are great and all, but like there's so many of them that I keep stopping the run of play.
That player down was Boubacar Diallo. People may be wondering, why is he all the way up as that center back? We've been observing his movements. He's been given permission of sorts to move forward and help the attack. Not your usual fullbacks moving up, right? And then your center back stay behind. 3 minutes of additional time, as confirmed by Chris Mark Nanyola, ang fourth official po natin ngayong gabi.
I think Coach Moon's sharing some words in Korean.
We did see an interesting conversation in the technical area of Aguilas also. Free kick here taken again. That was won by Fami. Whipped in. It took a deflection also off a Maharlika player. That put that ball on target. Do you say that's the best chance of the game so far or not quite?
Not quite. I think the shot that went wide was their best chance for sure.
A minute in already here. Both teams at the least would like to keep things at status quo and heading into the halftime break. Perhaps with them holding on at the least here, they'll regroup in halftime, make some adjustments here and there, tactical or even player substitutions. Then we'll see from there. But a chance for either team to get one on the board right before the halftime whistle. At this rate, it's Maharlika trying to sneak one in.
Ooh.
But cat-like reflexes here from Shiraoka.
Okay.
He didn't really have to jump for it.
That just stuck, it just stuck to it.
His hands, of course, just went straight to the ball. Kahit papano, or nonetheless, there's those reflexes in him.
I think all keepers have those reflexes.
I remember one also, Iker Casillas was going to collect the ball at the back. Someone threw a bottle at him. He just grabbed it without looking. Reflexes.
It's like Spidey reflexes.
Dangerous ball.
Oh my gosh.
Charles Pickering heading that to his teammate. He knew what he was doing, of course, but too close for comfort, I'd like to think, if you're an Aguilas fan. Shiraoka will boot this long. So Kiara, if someone throws a bottle at you, not that I want it to happen, but you're going to show your reflexes, right? Punching it out or grabbing it in the air.
Or it's just going to hit me in the head.
They swing it over, they'll cycle it. Barley dropping down in hopes of supporting the center backs. McLeod. Touch there from Kim. Dini Barley. Mike, he did score 2 goals in one of their wins. That was versus Toloy. A brace for Mike Menzi. And Fami Ibrahim also added one of his own. Cart. Fami got to poke it though. Hancock says, not in my house. Ruben Tiran to chase. Taking on Eric Giganto. Both players donning the number 9. Ruben Tiran. Cut it back. This one dangerous. Kaka trying to pounce, keeping the ball in the danger area. Nano shoots.
Ooh.
Came off a teammate though. Friendly fire. That's gotta hurt for Aguilas who were on the attack. We also saw the shin guard of Diego Aspiras fly
Oh my
there.
gosh!
I know you're a bit stunned by that, of course, Kiara.
I'm sorry, he got sniped by his own player.
It does happen, as we know, but we eventually got the halftime whistle here. It is goalless at the break between the Aguilas and Maharlika, and we'll be back, of course, later on for your highlights and statistics to go, of course, with our second half. Back at the Rizal Memorial Stadium, and it is halftime in your Philippines Football League 2025-2026 action between Aguilas, Umak, and Maharlika. Goalless at the moment here, but it has been that technical display, we could say, from our teams. They're out to put the ball on the ground and break the opposing defense. It's been that quality game despite of the scoreline. Some may be looking for goals, but we've had beautiful play also. Let's not forget about the transitions we've been able to see also from both teams. And as you pointed out earlier, Kiara, with Maharlika, you were saying they're getting quality shots as opposed to the Aguilas, who were getting quantity. Dini Watara did get that one. There's a bit of a debate, goal kick or corner there. They said it was a goal kick to Aguilas, so not a problem. And here's the man leading the charge up front for Aguilas. Malik Xavier, also known as Kaka. That's his nickname. Timor-Leste international. Trying to get involved up front. Cartalaro getting clipped. We've seen a handful of fouls in this game. Let's be precise, shoves also from both teams. And Teimoshi Shiraoka has also been stable, as is the case for Dini Watara, the latter a veteran already of the Philippine football scene. And this shot from distance, there you go, as we mentioned, picked up by Shiraoka. Aguilas continuing to work with interim coach Frank Muescan. Coach Jörg Steinebrunner, as they've reported, continues to be sick. A speedy recovery, of course.
Hopefully there's nothing majorly wrong.
We saw the friendly fire there. Nano Amita's shot was blocked by accident by Jegua Espiras. We also got to see a shin guard fly. And here's the statistics. What are your impressions, Kara?
I think as we discussed before, it's a bit even. Like really, it really is.
An even game, 8 shots to 5. Not that much of a difference, right? Corners, only 1, but let's get this. We had a number of free kicks by the corner kick
Oh my
spot.
gosh, I know, yeah, so can they just be counted as corners?
Technically, it's still a free kick, as we know, of course. 17 fouls combined in the first half alone. What are your impressions there?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I know it seems you don't have much to say here, but a physical game, different.
It's always gonna be physical. That's like how the male game is. It's physical.
I'd like to think this is more physical than usual.
Usual, yes.
There you go.
Agreed. Very much agreed on that.
There's that level of physicality you expect, but sometimes we know it gets through the roof or overboard. Not the case here, but we've still seen a hefty number of stop-and-go scenarios in this game. Teams now taking it to the pitch here. And this is our final game on this Saturday doubleheader. Let's remember, triple header pa bukas dito sa Rizal Memorial Stadium ulit. And a shout out, of course, to our viewers on Facebook and YouTube. Don't you forget also, give us a follow on TikTok _WeArePFL_. That is our username. Also use the hashtag WeArePFL while you're at it. When you make any posts here while catching the action.
It looks like Aguilas made a couple of substitutions, taking out Ikumi Hiruta and Charles Pickering.
We saw the likes of Jomaray Sapal enter the game. And as we know, those changes become official once we get the second half whistle. Aguilas in white again, Maharlika in blue and black. A big thank you for joining us this evening. We are moments away again. The first 15 minutes also will be vital in breaking this deadlock.
We'll definitely see what this half entails.
There you go, confirmation of the subs.
Number 7, Charles Pickering is replaced by number 4, Richard Palau Jr. And number 16, Ikumi Hiruta is replaced by number 8, Jomaray Sapal.
They're bringing it up quickly.
I predicted that. I said that Maharlika was going to stay the same.
That's right.
And then Umak Aguilas was going to take a change. Already on that front foot, with that cross, fortunately goes straight to Dini. But now you can see that now they're pressing and they're like, no, we want to get that first goal.
Didi Watara, the commanding presence. Hey, we'll state it again, right? He is also an actor here in the local Philippine media scene.
That was a surprise. I remember I just turned on my TV and there was Dini and I was like, excuse me.
That's the other hat, of course, that Dini wears. This one is what we're accustomed to. In being the intimidating goalkeeper at the back.
Intimidating on the field, teddy bear off the field. I've seen him coach kids. Like he coaches in Bonifacio, and he's like such an angel with the kids. So it's like, that's not you.
Well, to add to the superhero storyline here all over the PFL, Chimo Zoka was jokingly saying, call him the Black Panther.
Good.
Chance on the left, Brian Palpalato gets stopped by Menzi. Menzi, as we mentioned, has a man of the match performance already this season under his belt. But above all, we are certain he wants to get the win. Man of the match, maybe something secondary.
Maybe. We'll see. I mean, he's been pretty solid as one of the key defenders for Maharlika, so keeps his performance up, maybe.
The time will tell, as we say. We were talking about grit being a potential deciding factor here. As that corner was stopped by the defense of Maharlika. Amita, a bit of the turn. Time and space to dribble. But this is definitely out.
I like the tenacity trying to take on 4 players and still got past them. Tried to take the shot. A little bit of a hard angle, but you know, try what you can.
You never try, you never know. But with this, of course, we're talking about grit. I'd like to think stamina could also be a factor in this game. The team, of course, with the better fitness level could keep up that quality play. Cleared off here by the keeper at the other end, Shiraoka. It was gifted. Giganto hit it to the left. They're getting bodies inside the box. Lovely, lovely display here. But Amita and his crew will try to come up with something on the other end. Still Kaka to chase. 2 players taking a fall. Open goal.
Oh.
You do see that Dine Barley got the touch, and that just allowed him to get it out of the feet of Kaka. Well, it was a gift that the Aguilas were not able to utilize. Momentum going their way now, just like that.
They need to keep this momentum.
And with possession, of course, they have that opportunity to do so. Ruben Tiran playing to Palpalatok. Couldn't get that one though.
Good way just to cut off the attack, possible attack, transition into attack from Maharlika.
We did see it was Kang Bum Suk who did get the stop for Maharlika as that right back. Interesting, Maharlika playing it short despite of Aguilas putting their players up front. I'd like to think, is that too dangerous? What's your take on that?
I mean, I like keeping possession as much as I can. So even if they're pressing high, like sometimes they won't bite. If you want to play short, that's obviously up to the players. But they're probably also dictating how the game is going. So if they think that the press isn't high pressure, then they'll just keep it short, keep possession.
And with that, still with Maharlika now, trying to get it forward bit by bit. Giganto Aristorenas exchanging touches. Just 5 minutes into the second half. We are carrying over the intensity from the first 45. This opportunity clearly thwarted. It's going to be a corner kick. How do you size up the teams here? Is there one team taller than the other when it comes to set pieces in particular?
I think Umak has a little bit of like more height, like in the likes of Nathan Hancock. He's pretty tall, so I would say so. And then I'm trying to see without my glasses. Even on the screen. I mean, you can tell, like body to man here, that Umak has a bit more height. I would say.
Here comes the service from Giganto off of Hancock. There you go, being the taller player. So he's coming up with those defensive duties with that tall player, right? As you were saying.
Yeah, tall players being the center back have to be really strong in the air. Obviously, no fouls. Got to be careful with those too.
And then when you're in the opposite, let's say you have a corner kick, you're attacking, or a free kick, you could do the same.
Yeah.
I think those tall players,
for sure.
hit defenders sila.
Yeah, you want to get those tall players in, especially on the attack. Then you also have like the likes of Nano, the size doesn't matter. Like he can jump, I think, like 5 feet in the air.
He's got the hops.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It will be a corner kick once more, but on the other side. Plenty of movement. Maharlika looking to cause confusion.
I'll go straight to Nathan again. See?
And got the ball winner here for the back line of Coach Frank and the Aguilas. But it's a counter now. But there was the stop from McLeod. He did delay that. As a result of that delay, Maharlika able to organize. As we do that, the Aguilas get numbers forward. Palpalatok lost that while trying to move forward. Was over-eager there also and was charged with a foul. And Palpalatok also playing against his former team. That's quite common in the PFL, as we know.
A bit. Like, I've seen, it's been, especially for this season, it's a lot of players go from one team to another. So I think it's interesting because it's like you go against your old teammates, you go against your old coach. Maybe the tactics are the same, so it's like easy to like, oh yeah, they do this.
Having that scouting report in your mind, of course. The crowd, of course, taking in the action at the Rizal Memorial Stadium. You could join us again right here in Manila. We have a triple header tomorrow. Cart playing narrow. Kaka. The cross. Headed by McLeod. Out is Torenas. Giganto got beaten by Amita. And just like that, a split second, Nano wins a foul. And it's in a promising area.
It's interesting. Because it's a little bit interesting to see. Because on that play, I thought Nano was the one that created the foul. But no, he was the one that got pulled down. Because I didn't really see that tug from Eric Giganto.
A split second, just like that.
Yeah.
Nanomita getting this one to go the way of his team. Interesting storyline here as Nano and Ruben Tiran will step up to the plate here. The Amita family, well known, of course, in the Philippine football scene. Guess how they spend time together? Playing basketball.
Golf.
Basketball. Close guess. Let's just put it that way. Ibang sport.
Okay.
Another sport. As we've said again, two options, Nano and Ruben Tiran. Both with caps for their respective national teams. Hancock the header! Easy work for Dini Watara. He made that look easy, but we know that is not
always the case.
Yeah.
But like we said, the height matters when it came to like attacking free kicks or set plays.
Cross. Mike winning that. When a player makes something look easy, that means that they are able to do something special, as we know. But there's that work put in the training ground, as we are well aware. And here's a run, splitting the defense. Fantastic ball. Sapal cutting it. Mike couldn't get it. Chance to bounce.
Oh, what a save by Dini Otara. One-handed save reaction, taking his own feet out from under him.
Disbelief from the Aguilas side. Perhaps relief from Maharlika.
What a save once again. See if we could see that replay.
Definitely a part of our highlights. Quad vision time.
Looks like he's set perfectly. Takes one-handed. Those saves are really hard to do. I've had a few, but dang, that was amazing. Amazing save by Dini, one-handed. Makes it more special.
Quad vision again, brought to you by Upstream Sports TV. Another chance now. Hancock with his defensive duties.
Ooh, head-to-head collision right in the middle.
This happens, as we know, also with the intensity of the game. Our coaches, of course, looking concerned.
Good tackle by Nathan Hancock, just to see that reading coming across. See this header. Both eyes are on the ball. Okay, no, it doesn't look like it's head-to-head collision. More like shoulder-to-head collision.
So it's the shoulder here that is bothering one of the players
I think
of Maharlika. And then for Talarok, the shoulder to his neck, pretty much.
Yeah, I think that was Yunsu Park that is on the ground right now.
Oh, there you go. We have a better picture here to identify him with his jersey number. Some blood too in the forearm of Hancock. High stakes here again, as we've mentioned. A win from Maharlika will allow them to solidify or improve their position in the standings. A win from Aguilas could just shake things up.
It's always interesting. With either team winning, it's going to be an interesting little, I guess, fall in the standings or rise in the standings.
Center, of course, in our picture, Mr. Micah Taide. Just watching on, of course. Understandably a bit nervous. Here's a change, of course, we are expecting. Ibrahim Adamu with forward. Enter in a bit. They're just sorting out the paperwork with our fourth official. We are expecting Cartalara to be subbed off, as we are hearing from the ground. But then again, it's made final when the player steps onto the pitch.
But it looks like he's already coming off, just from our vantage point.
Here's Adamu. Cart already the half line, as you've said. Changes again being made for the Aguilas. Maharlika?
No changes yet.
Interesting, right? What's your take on that?
I mean, for me, as a player, and also like just knowing the game, if the flow is good, don't change it. It's fine. Make the change if something's not working out. But for them, everything is working out as of now.
At what point in time do you say we insert fresh legs? In pretty much the last 20 or so? Just
I would say last 20.
last 20.
Yeah.
That's to get like your energy player, game changer, as you've said. Closing in at the half-hour mark or the 1 hour mark already of this game. Captain Nano Amita's armband also loose. He's been holding that for quite some time.
It just falls. I remember like back when I was young, we would put the captain, because we were so tiny.
Yes.
Put it around your calf.
It was headed, Ruben Tiran. Palpalatok spread the defense out wide left. How clever here from Ruben Tiran. Got to split past the defense. Perhaps his teammates also did not expect that ball.
I think they were probably expecting a closer pass, not as a pass into space. Heck, I was thinking there was going to be a closer pass.
Going back again with ASEAN players playing here in the Philippines, or players from neighboring ASEAN countries. One of the players, of course, Haji Nur Hidayat of Indonesia, who did play for UCFC in one of the previous seasons. Here comes the cross. Headed to the center. Aristorena's got to head it. And Jorel cleaning up. Working double time, of course, as the midfielder dropping down, helping the D. Oh, a strong challenge from behind.
A very, very strong challenge right in the middle.
And then the yellow issued, as expected, to Bobokar Diallo.
Yeah, that
was from miles out.
Yeah, I don't really want to go into that because as it shows, like kind of a harsh tackle coming from behind. His focus. Going with the ball, his focus was elsewhere to look for the pass, and he just gets hit.
A number of yellows given throughout this game already, as we are aware.
It's like Oprah. You get a yellow. You get a yellow. Everyone gets a yellow.
So players, of course, on yellow have to be careful, obviously.
Yeah, because yellows, they carry over.
And if at least you look at the perspective of the game, 2 yellows, team's gonna be down 1 man.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten 2 yellows while you were playing?
In my 20 years of playing, I've never gotten a red card.
Oh, there you go.
And I've only gotten 2 yellow cards in my career. So I'm happy.
Congratulations to you.
I think, I'm just trying to remember, like, I think my first yellow card was, I think I was like 13, 14 years old.
Okay, already a goalkeeper.
I was already a goalkeeper. I think it's because I talked back to the ref. And then my other one was a fight in high school.
Oh, bawal yan, as they say. That is not allowed.
I mean, she kicked me.
Your opponent kicked you.
Yeah, my opponent kicked me when I had the ball in my hand. And then I kicked her back.
I expected a red there. But you could see from that previous play, Diego Aspiras showing emotions.
He wants that goal for his team.
And sometimes you see these players just psyching one another out. Part of the game.
It's part of the game, and then obviously off the field, some of them are very close in friendships. So, you know, it's gonna be a fight, and it's continuing to be a fight.
Well, we are aware friendships are over temporarily whenever a game kicks off.
Oh yeah, for sure. You could hear it in the crowd. You could feel it in the crowd. You could feel it from the field. It's getting intense. Oh.
Spiras hits the deck. It's a foul against Dean Barley. A yellow given here to Dean. Spiras celebrating as if he scored. We see these sometimes. Small intangibles, getting a stop, when players celebrate as if they score. I think he was trying to make the most out of that one, though.
Oh, for sure. And it's like, and from past teams, Dean Barley and Diego Aspiras were teammates on Manila Dicker.
Oh, there you go. That's right.
So they know each other. They know where to pick, where to, you know, poke at. This is getting intense.
As we've said, tensions there. Nano, the long ball. A number of touches. The defense denying the Aguilas. They're launching this on the counter. Giganto wants to boot it long. This is the reason why. Young-suk.
Good read by the center back. Now it's counterattack. Quick transition into the attack.
This game opening up, back and forth action. The back line of Maharlika getting back. Odini to the rescue, and he does just enough. You could see a bit of that frustration from Ruben Tiran because they've gotten so close a number of times already.
It's like I said, they're pretty even, and obviously Dini doing fantastic with that covering of that cross. And those situations are really difficult because you have bodies around you, and it's like you have that pressure. Oh my gosh, if I don't grab it, then it's over.
It's just those inches in the game, right, that we always talk about.
It's more like centimeters now.
Oh, there you go.
Millimeters? Question mark?
I'll say yes. And you total all those millimeters, of course, and that could be the difference in getting one over the other. A bit of that magic spray for Brian Palpalatok. Let's hold on also. Referee Samuel Mendoza.
I think you said something to Nano about his captain's armband. He was holding it again.
Of course, it's important to identify the captain.
Always.
Kahit kilala nila si Nano. And it's common knowledge he's captain. All part of the rules. This one booted high by Eric Giganto. It was put back into the mix. Aristorena's doing well here.
What a touch by Aristorenas, just to keep that possession for his team. Under pressure as well, getting bodied.
Kim on the left just blowing by. Easily intercepted by Shiraoka. No angle there from the looks of it. Perhaps that could have been executed in a different way, I'd like to think, from
I would think
reaction.
so. Yeah, for sure. know, especially like if your attack is up there and behind the line, like in an onside position, like you want to test the opponent's defense. See if will they drop? Will they try to step? And then see how the rotation works as well.
Well, one thing with Maharlika, they've been able to score in all of their games so far this season. And as we've said also, even in that loss of theirs, in particular, versus Manila Digger, hence they have a 2-0-1 record, 2 wins, 0 draws, 1 loss. They scored 2 goals in that 3-2 defeat.
Them versus Digger, and even that was a very close game. That was intense. I don't know which one was more intense, this or Digger.
All of the above.
All of the above.
There you go.
That's an option.
And we're just enjoying the action here, of course. It's your Philippines Football League 2025-2026 season alongside Chiara Fontanilla. This is Clara Manzano. Aguilas in white playing from right to left, currently with possession. As it's a foul against Aspiras. Maharlika in blue and black. They are playing from left to right. Goalless at the moment. Our coaches, of course, their body language doing the talking, just to describe the intensity here.
I feel like Coach Frank is a bit calm. I look at Coach Moon, a bit more animated.
The contrast, of course, of personalities also from our coaches, let's put it that way. They hit it to the right. They moved Kaka over to the right with those adjustments we were talking about. Aspiras played it back. Chance outside the box. A banger here for the Aguilas. It's a goal.
What a shot. Top bins. Build up a play with Diego Aspiras getting that turn, getting that give and goal right on the top of the 18.
When you need a goal, who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters.
Tomaray Sapal.
That's like Ghostbusters.
Here's that play that went on.
Give and go here, bang, bang, touch across, top bins, top corner, what a goal.
And effectively, you say those adjustments made by Coach Frank and the Aguilas at the half, paving way to this, right?
Oh, wow.
Sama dun sa adjustments, not just the game changers or the subs you're talking about. They shifted Kaka to the right also. Helped create that, linking with Diego Aspiras and Jomaray Sapal.
Sometimes those are the changes that need to be made. And look what happened.
And that one officially in the 70th minute. 20 minutes for the Aguilas to hold on at the least or secure the win. 20 minutes for Maharlika to chase the game.
The game's not over until it's over.
There you go. We see also Adamu, as we witnessed, putting pressure. Yes, he was inserted at the half, but he's being that energy guy. He's tall, he has the width, he has the pace to go with it too.
It's like he never stops. He's like the Energizer Bunny.
When you have those guys, of course, target men, they put extra stress on the back line. But one feat we were mentioning again so far for Maharlika is they've scored in all of their games so far in this season. For the Aguilas, on the other hand, in 3 games, they were scoreless in their first 2 games of the season. They let that anger out versus Army and put in 5 unanswered goals. And then they get this one versus Maharlika to take the driver's seat.
Now it's in their hands whether they use it or lose it.
At the end of the day, it's all up to the players on the pitch. We were looking forward to this, of course, with the talent of our 2 squads competing. We expected a close game. And we are witnessing, of course, a showdown from the players.
Looks like they may be going for a long throw here, using this as a pointage for attack.
The long throw taken by Palpalatok. The shot taken here, Sapal.
Just wide of the goal. But the tenacity is there. He's like, I got one, I can get another. I got it. You know, and that's where like his confidence can come in as well. He hit such a laser of a goal, so he can do another one.
It's like the extra fire and desire, right? Like more purpose in your movement. I like to think, of course, momentum a part of that. You get a goal, you get your extra confidence, playing with more purpose. One captain dispossessing the other. Counter-attack time, Young-suk. They didn't cross, but played it through. Oh my goodness!
Oh, what a goal! From an almost impossible angle. And I think that came from Yoon-soo Park, who's one of the defenders.
How do you define teamwork? Let that clip do the talking.
Oh my.
And you just see, of course, there's so much willpower there as they brought it forward. I mean, it's a given the technical prowess of the Korean players of Maharlika. Take us through this one.
Just a give and go. Yoon-soo just going across. I think he meant for that to be a cross, but it went into the back of the net. You can see he starts from the halfway line and he just runs straight through the lines.
Oh, going into the near post of the keeper. That's gotta hurt. There you go, Park Yoon-soo, the equalizer. 4 minutes between the two goals. And we're back where we started.
Drama, I love it.
Of course, Aguilas faithful, Maharlika faithful, holding on to their seats. We're geared up for an epic finish on this Saturday doubleheader. Nano. Rilioraza clearing it. Let's remember Nathan Rilioraza just checked in also.
It looks like they're arguing for that handball right on top of the 18. About 4 of them were arguing. Fortunately, we don't have VAR here, so we can't tell if it was.
Quad Vision got your back again.
There you go. Quad Vision's very interesting. I like it. Because it shows us different angles.
If you can't choose what angle to watch, you watch the whole thing. Your eyes peeled, and you have that fantastic view, of course, of what's going on. And normally it's moments up for debate, right? Jorel.
What a switch by Asarenas.
Fami in his usual wing position, blowing by. Is it going to be the same result? It came off a defender here, though, of the Aguilas.
I think it came off Nathan Hancock, because I saw his body kind of twitch.
And a hard one here given to Kim Jin-hyun. He's definitely going to feel that in the morning.
Oh, yeah. I would.
Right now you have the adrenaline, right? That somewhat protects you from any hits here and there.
Any pain. But once that adrenaline dies out, ooh, that's when you really feel it.
And with that, we did say earlier, when the Aguilas took the lead, Maharlika have 20 minutes to chase the game. They did it in 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
As is the case, we have a free kick on the right. We've seen plenty of these from the wing. It just so happens a great number of them. We're close to the corner flag.
This is kind of close to the corner flag.
Also, well, as is the case, right, with most. And you are here debating, saying this should count as corners.
I mean, it's in the corner area. But I think Umak needs to be very careful with this. Like right now, the momentum is in Maharlika's favor. So they need to be disciplined with their marking, disciplined with their movement. Obviously, no fouls in the box.
We have the signal already. Maharlika taking its time, and they execute. They go for the back post, and no good. But quality from Byung-suk to get it into that area.
He's really good at like putting it where he wants it. Like I think with every one that he's been taken, it's been back post. And hits it every time.
It's practice, right? Doing the job, making it perfect. For moments like these, with the fans in the stands, lights on, cameras on. That's the stage where legends are made, as we're there.
Trust me, I would know. Like, especially, like I said, with the lights, the crowd, the cameras. Like, especially for my team, my national team-wise, playing at the World Cup in front of 32,000 fans. Like, that's something you can never, hopefully, you can recreate it, but you can't recreate it for the first time again.
Always going to be special, of course. And then there's the millions of Filipinos watching, not just at home, but also around the world. That's what football's all about.
Yeah, it brings communities together, for sure.
Bringing it up slowly but surely. Palpalatok wide. And Diallo staying back as that defender. Again, earlier, he had the license to move forward. A chance here, though! And the Aguilas retake the lead. You can see the contrast of emotions.
Once again, finding his space in between the defense, Sapal being there at the right time.
And we're sure, of course.
Started from the back, from the center back to Palpalatok. Palpalatok dropping to
Ruventurian.
Thank you. And and he looks like he wasn't really balanced, and he still got, and look how much it means to him to score for his team.
You were talking about grit there.
There we go.
He bridged it.
That's the definition. You look up the definition, you see that.
Whether it be inches or cm. That's what allowed Chamuray Sapal to meet that quality ball from Ruventurian. And you could say, with the way Ruventurian has been imposing his presence in this game, and to add to his creativity, perhaps he deserves an assist in this game. You could say, at this point in time, put a check on that part.
Check mark. So now it's up to Umak to be disciplined in their defense, disciplined in their body positioning, and the spaces between the defense and the space between the defense and midfield.
So we're actually hearing it's an own goal. That is against Yunsu Park. So, not against Sapa, but you still have to give credit there.
From our vantage point, it looked like Sapal.
We did see earlier. Let's see if we could get quad vision to help us out later.
There we go, quad vision.
But at the moment, the news there of Yunsu Park getting that own goal is from our referees down on the ground. And it's not every day you get to score for your team and then you score an own goal.
There you go.
80 minutes and stoppage time remaining. Here's this ball over the top.
What a win back.
Ruventurian getting his defense to dance. Aspiras shoots, but definitely way over the bar.
A little tenacious for that shot. I think he got a little bit excited.
Good evening, of course, to our friends who are tuning into this game, whether it be on Facebook or on YouTube. Again, tune into the Minsan Football Show. We have episodes whenever there is a game on the weekend. We will take a break along with the PFL when we will have our international games. All part of the break, of course. Use the hashtag #WeArePFL when posting your content online. A good evening to Mr. Enrique Ortiz, watching all the way from Australia, a former PFL player, as we know. But going back with that, right, with the goal. A goal's a goal, you'll take it. Whether you force an own goal or whether you have a teammate who scores.
Look what you can get.
Shout out to Mr. Jojo Partosa from Cebu also tuning in. We hope that you are well, sir. Bangon Cebu. Earlier, of course, we also had a moment of silence for the earthquake victims in Cebu, and typhoon hit Masbate. 2-1 is the scoreline here. Momentum has been swinging back and forth like a seesaw.
I was gonna say a pendulum.
Oh, there you go. No wrong answer in this instance.
Not at all, because they do the same, kind of the same movement.
At the end of the day, we did our homework to prepare for this game, as we've said. What are you expecting now here from Maharlika as they're chasing it?
I think they're gonna high press a lot, and I think they're gonna try to hit the long ball every time.
No clean sheet here today in this matchup. But it's up for grabs. The next goal, the most important one, if we will get to see one. Clever control. And Giganto, you saw he tried to sell that. Referee Samuel Mendoza says, get up. Calling it as I saw it. We did see the hand signal from our referee. McLeod. And Dini getting his defenders to open up now. They'll build up. They're sticking to that system. That's what has allowed them, of course, to strike in situations where they need a goal at the most.
And not even with only one goal up, Umak is still pressing. But now, as you see on defense, they're starting to kind of compact a little bit to keep that one unit together. Smart, but sometimes more gaps can be found.
We're aware, of course, the team in the lead can take things both ways. You can attack or you can defend. Aguilas doing the prior. Thought it was loose from Dini, but he knew what he was doing.
Oh yeah, for sure. Trust in Dini.
But in that moment, as a goalkeeper, me asking you, of course, with your experience, do you let that power just die down a bit and you don't kill the ball completely?
I mean, it just depends on the individual. Like for me, I want to try to kill it because you never know. I mean, obviously he's smart. He can see who's in front of him. But just in case, I would rather just have it secured in my hands.
You want to take the safe path, of course, as always.
Always.
Goalkeepers with that magnified role. Any mistake from a goalkeeper can be crucial. Cleared off by the former Malaysian international. Holding a play. That was clever from Ibrahim Adamu. Out wide with Kaka. Quality. Sapal again, no good.
We got...
Oh, this is not good here.
It looks like in the box there's head-to-head collision. Rushing of the PTs and another collision right in front of the Maharlika bench.
Fair play here to Mike Menzi. Checking on Sapal. This does not appear to be good here. Chimozoka checks into the game. And he is, of course, put in for offensive reasons or for goal-scoring matters. Fami Ibrahim, Kang, and Eric Giganto will check off. Cho, Opong, and Kima entered again, as we witnessed.
Yeah, it looks like Maharlika players are signaling for a sub from the box.
A nasty collision there. But we will say in this instance, the players were going for the ball. But this is the goal. Let's identify things with Quad Vision, brought to you by Upstream Sports TV. Quality ball from Moventirian. Oh, tough to tell. And I was looking at all angles at the same time.
So was I. Oh, looks like maybe a gash.
But of course, our referees on the ground do have that vantage point. They ruled that as a known goal, but you can credit Jomai Sapal for putting the pressure in forcing the second goal. Here's another look.
This is on the... Oh! I think this one was a head-to-head collision.
We still have another sub here for Maharlika.
Is replaced by number 25,
It seems also that it's Kaylan McLeod who did get into the collision. So both players affected by the collision. Now on the sidelines. Concussion protocol, of course, taken very seriously in this game.
Which is a good thing. I feel like the game waited a bit too long for concussion protocols. I think it should have been implemented from the beginning.
Concussion subs, of course, in effect in the PFL. That's something we have seen already on the international stage. The concussion sub, as we know, added on whenever there's an instance like that. Subs waiting in the wings once more for Coach Frank. Promising play here. Chima out wide, received it from Bumsuk. Back with Bumsuk. Raza, that makeshift center back. You love it also with what we saw on the sidelines. The likes of Sapal and McLeod shaking hands. They're receiving treatment at the moment. It's essentially 10v10, Kiara. Those players not yet subbed. We can expect them to be subbed, of course, with the amount of medical attention that they are receiving as this ball rolls out for Opong. And confirmed, Enzo Lucindo is checking in for Kalen McLeod. And the other change in effect, it's two subs, Jep Bongolan, and we've got Barreto. Malik Xavier, also known as Kaka, will step off along with Sapal. Sapal, as we've said, one of the players in the collision. Or perhaps we can call him Mozinho, as is the case with his popular name.
Number 77, one of our Malik Xavier is replaced by number 11, Vod Aguilas.
As we are aware, the Aguilas have two players from Timor-Leste, Mozinho the other one. And mind you, both have experience with their respective, with Timor-Leste.
It's nice to see like other national team players from other nations in the PFL. I find that very interesting. Obviously we're growing the game as like Asian countries, so I think that's really great.
Same here, I get starstruck with the amount of talent that they bring in, of course.
I don't know about me being starstruck, but I like watching them play for sure.
As we got to confirm with our fourth official, Chris Magdanyola, we have 6 minutes of additional time. Maharlika chasing the game again in blue and black. Aguilas trying to manage it at the least. They are in their white kits. Mozinho doing his thing. He's got that creativity. Also blowing past Nathan Raza. A foul perhaps in frustration from Raza at the same time while trying to desperately win back possession. Things playing into the hands now of Aguilas Umak FC. A recap again. And Jomara Sapal gave us the first goal in this game.
Can we put his name?
4 minutes later.
Can we put his name in parentheses for the second?
You can say so, of course. Well, 4 minutes later, because Sapal struck in the 70th. Park Yun-soo leveled it at 1-1. And with Ruben Tyrion and Sapal, they forced an own goal from Park Yun-soo also. This does happen, as we are aware. From time to time, or on rare occasions, a player who scores an own goal also gets a goal of his own. Bumsuk. Raza. They're playing it long. And Chima there, of course, to put some pressure. He is also an aerial threat. But Chima, after all, has scored already in this tournament. Oh, and the clearance here going totally wrong. And Dini secures. You see Watara driving on Mike Menzi. You love the support in tough situations like that.
For sure.
He's not blaming, he's telling them, let's go.
Especially when you're down 1 goal, you want to keep the energy up. You want to keep your team going. And if one of those players that can do it is your goalkeeper, by all means, that's what we have to do. That's what I also try to do in moments like that. Like, just keep the energy up. Hopefully the motions are good. We'll see.
We have a look at that play. Really, Raza knocked it back. And the clearance gone wrong for Mike Menzi. Dini Watara. I mean, even before we had a goal in this game, he's had to come up with saves here and there. 3 minutes remaining in this one, of course. We are well into added time. Great sight to see that Kalen McLeod has received his medical treatment. But again, he was subbed off. He appears to have a bandage on his head, and we wish him a speedy recovery. What a game for John Apal. You're the hero and also have to get carried off or helped off in the process. The Aguilas look to be cheeky here, and in effect, it is a goal kick. Mozinho felt that was going to be a corner. A corner would have meant here that Aguilas could waste time. Well, Lucindo playing it quickly. One of the players inserted, as we've mentioned, there's Cho Woo Yok. And a run forward there also from Opong.
You can see that Umak is starting to sit back a little bit. They need to keep their lines even, and I think Nathan is doing very well as a center back, being very vocal, demanding from his defense.
Dangerous ball whipped in. Hancock again to the rescue. But Shiraoka is not happy with his teammates' effort.
In that instance, it's something that has to be done, though. He's a little bit off balance. He's backpedaling, and if you have to flick it behind you, that's what you have to do.
About 70 seconds remaining until we hit the 6th minute. Corner again, it's an in-swinger. Batted away by the keeper. Both teams trying to win it in the air. And sent to safety in the perspective of the Aguilas. Maharlika continue to search. It's off of Chima. Palpalatok wins a foul here. Aguila supporters in the stands applauding that one. The tension from the field carrying over here to the grandstand, as expected whenever with any nail biting came. And Temoshi Shiraoka down on the pitch.
Slowly getting up. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him.
After all, that was a very crowded 6-yard box. Not the entire goalkeeper box, we're talking about
The little box.
smaller rectangle
box.
inside.
Yes. And only so many people can fit into that little box.
Well, if you're the goalkeeper, you own that estate.
That is mine. That is my domain, or our domain.
There you go. I hear things from keepers also feeling uncomfortable when people get inside that 6-yard box.
Oh,
it's
it's true. Oh yeah, for sure. Because it's kind of like
too close for comfort, right?
Yeah, and it's also like the best. Maybe the best way to explain it is like an invasion of privacy.
In the footballing perspective,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Jorella Restoranos furious. As we got to see. Oh, some precious seconds taken off the clock. Lucindo wanted to play it quickly. But in effect, they will take this now and will set up They will throw bodies forward. It's up to Mike. Will he be able to find a teammate? Dini Watara also close to the half line to clean up just in case. Nano Amita and his teammates all down to defend.
Oh, they're setting Dini up now too.
There you go, as you've said, he's now in the picture.
Oh,
It's an extra option, of course. Because essentially all the field players marking one another.
if they send the keeper up, then it's...
Who's gonna stop him? Hancock and Dini making or becoming good friends. Here's the forward ball, Benzi.
Good punch by Shiroka. Now it's just the reset.
They're keeping Dini Watara up. Interesting move given it's early in the season. But you understand why. Maharlika keeping it inside the box. Lucindo. But that ball did go to a defender. And just like that, full time at the Rizal Memorial Stadium. The Aguilas take it 2-1 over Maharlika.
What a fight between these two teams.
But you see the unhappy Maharlika side. Frustrations carrying on. It's been another classic here in your Philippines Football League season 2025-2026.
And you have these matchups, like you had, like last week you had Kaya, Cebu, Ontagig, Digger, like you have these matchups, and I think now with Umak and Maharlika, that's going to be another one of those rivalries.
Here's a look, quad vision. People thought that was going to be the first goal of the game, but Dini Watara again with superb reflexes. Take us through these.
Here's the first goal, though, give and go right in the middle, and the laser point top bins. Like I think it literally hit the corner of the goal in the threading.
Top corner finish.
Oh, just wow. And here's the run by Yunsu, just up from the midfield, hard work, tenacity, determination to hit that goal.
1-0 at this point right here.
At this point.
The goal's coming in 4 minutes of one another. And somehow, Park Yun-soo made an angle. Quad vision to give us another look. This goal eventually the decider. But that was close, but you see.
Hey, a goal is a goal.
Came off of Park from the looks of it with this angle. Confirmation for our score. Aguilas Umak FC 2. Maharlika 1. Sapal again with 1 goal, but Park scoring an own goal and also scoring a goal for his team. Well, we'll sign off from this one. We are eventually going to take it to our interview with the man of the match alongside Chiara Fontanilla. This was Clara Manzano bringing you the action along with our entire hardworking crew. And we'll see you, of course, in the next one. And of course, don't you forget, as we've said, we have our interviews down on the ground.
Okay na. Ang inisip ko lang, manalo yung team, manalo ang Aguilas. Yun ang inisip ko. Mag-score, defense, that's it. Let's go, John! Maraming salamat.
Thank you!
ang inisip ko lang, wala, gusto lang manalo, gusto win the ball always, and ayun, manalo. Ayun lang inisip. Batiin ko lang dyan, yung girlfriend ko.
Thank you.
Sana all, bye.
Halos lahat sa crowd eh, lumakas sa kanila. Halata na alam na kung bakit.
Like ko to eh.